My video. Oh, okay, I'm live. I didn't get a chance to title this video, so I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully a few people will come in. I am very prompt, so when I say I'm going live at 12 going forward in the future, I'm going live at 12. So I'm going to see if anybody's coming in here. Some of the people that said they wanted to learn how to day trade, hopefully you're coming on in the room. I'll give you a few minutes. I have my tea right here. Oh, yeah, it's too hot. So I don't know how to tell. I'm new to live, so I don't know how to tell if someone's here or not. And hopefully, oh, okay. I'm learning some new stuff. Okay, so oh, hello, Chase. Chase is here. Good. So, Chase, we're not going to wait on a lot of people. I know you and I talked in the chat. So let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to leave a text or, ask questions as I'm going on. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said earlier, I'm very prompt. When I say noon, it's noon. If I say 4, it's 4. I go straight on time. Chase, I want to know, first of all, did you download? I think you did. You do have your Robinhood account, right? If so, we want to make sure this account, great. Can you check your account to make sure it is set up for day trading? And you'll know that because right here, can you see that? It'll say, that's how your account will look. So I want you to go to your Robinhood and go to the magnifying glass search bar and type in SPY. I want to see what yours say. Oh, great. You're ready then. Okay. That's the easiest part now. So I'm going to go ahead now. Perfect. So what I want to do is tell you, first of all, how we still do currently, how we took $100 for real, compounded that $100 into more than $400. Actually, we made about $600,000. But, you can't tell people this because people don't believe you. They think it's weird. But once you start trading and you see how compounding works, then in discipline, you can do it. Actually, we've made more than that. We've made over $2.5 million day trading. But I will tell you, I like to start small. We also took a big loss. We took a loss. My husband took about an $832,000 loss on one trade. So I do understand that you have to have measures in place now. So now we just choose to take it real easy and slow. 5% a day equals 100% a month. All right? So that means if you have $100, if you start out with 100, trade 20 days, we get 5% a day. Now there are a lot of other traders out there. They want you, I've been there before where we made 100% returns, 500% returns, but it comes with, nail biting. Oh, you're leaving money sometimes because you're chasing. So I decided to take away the chase and the fear, so that I can trade with confidence. So if you get in the market every day and take your 5% using we choose one strategy, and that strategy is the ORB. We trade the orb, 15-minute orb. Hello, think something, TT Crystal, I'm glad you joined. I've already gotten started. Like I said, I'm very prompt and on time. Hello, I see you guys coming on in. Chase and I are just talking about confirming that you guys already have a Robinhood account. If you have a Robinhood account, make sure it looks like this so that you can, I'm sorry guys. Make sure it looks just like that. When you go and click on the ticker symbol, if you can click on the ticker symbol SPY, that is the actual stock that we trade. We used to trade a lot of stocks. Hey, hello everybody. Hello, come on in. So we used to trade, Amazon, AutoZone, Meta. We was trading I had about 15, my husband is the other coach, about 15 or 20 stocks a day. That is a headache. We made a lot of money, but I listen, it's not worth it. I like it easy now. Getting in every day, getting 5%. You can leverage $100, you can leverage 500, you can leverage 20,000, whatever you choose to, but you need a strategy first. So I want to show you, explain to you the strategy that we use. I'll do this in parts so it won't be overwhelming. So we're going to start number one. Do you guys know what day trading is? And do you know, yes or no? Do you know what day trading is? Can somebody drop down in the chat and just say thumbs up or yes, I know what day trading is. Okay, great. So Chase, you know what day trading is. Great. So this is how we make our money in day trading. As I told you, we get in every day. We leverage $100. We get 5% of that. You do that for 20 trading days. And then the next month, now you're leveraging 200, right? Then the next month you're leveraging how much? 400, and then 800. You see how it goes? 1600, 3200. You just have to be patient. It takes minutes to get that 5%. Just patience. We trade from 9:30 Eastern to 11:30. That doesn't mean we're trading for 2 hours. We're waiting for our setup between 9:30 and 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right? And we trade SPY, S&P 500. That has the top 500 businesses in the United States. That's why we just chose to focus on SPY. You also can trade QQQ. It has the top 50 tech companies and a few of the top businesses, but it runs very similar to SPY. It normally runs $2 more or $2 less. Now, let me explain to you what the dollars mean. For every $1 that the stock moves in your direction, you can make $100, right? That's the potential. You also, for every stock, when the stock price goes up $1, depends on what you leverage. Sometimes you might make $20, right? The more you leverage, the more money you make. The less you leverage, the less risk and less money. But that money will compound, all right? Compound your way all the way to millions. I promise you can do it. But I will be honest with you. We've been teaching trading for years now, I think 3 years. And most people, I'll tell you, 95% of the people give up before they make it. It's a mental game. And if you can't get it right here, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose. So be patient. Don't let everybody tell you all these crazy stories. Yeah, everybody makes a lot of money, but they don't tell you how much they lose. As I told Chase earlier, we had an $832,000 loss my husband did in one trade. After we had made the 1.3, we made 1.3 in 11 months. He lost 800 and then took another 4 months and lost another 100 chasing. So of course we had to start almost over again. So when we started over again, we weren't going to start out with 10,000, 30,000. We started with $500, right? We're going to make this $500 got to work. We're not spending any more money. And believe it or not, when we spent less, we end up making more faster using this same method, which is the ORB, or open range breakout. So if everyone has their Robinhood account, yes, I'm going to go in and show you what we do. Once you're set up for options, everybody's set up for options trading. Yes, yes, yes. If you're not, then on another video, I can show you step by step how to get approved for options trading in Robinhood. We choose Robinhood because Robinhood is user friendly. If you pick out your phones now, let's go to Robinhood and let's look at SPY. I'm going to type mine up now. We're looking for SPY. I'm going to show you how to find a contract. You're going to find contracts that are $100 or less. $100 or less. And I want you to do this for 20 days. I don't care if you got 100 grand in your account. I don't care how much money you make. Our clients, we normally have high-end clients anyway. I just started now doing this free because we're getting ready to totally retire in January. And I want to just give out as much information as I can to people because no one is really teaching you the basics. I'm 55. I was 49 and a half when I learned how to trade. It took me 2 years, blood, sweat, and tears, crying. Nobody helped. People scamming you out of money. So no, I'm going to show y'all how to do this. So let's go to SPY. It should look like this. Can you see that? I got it? Okay, so let's click trade. Any questions, guys? Now, I'm new to live, so I don't know where my questions are. Hold on. Y'all talking over here. Okay, so if you ask me something, I'll have to, hopefully I can catch it. Now, click on trade options. So when you click on trade options, your screen will look like this. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, got it? Now, you always want to make sure you choose, this is day trading. That means we get in and out of our trade the same day. Now, understand this. This is a taxable brokerage account, Robinhood, E-Trade, Vanguard, Webull, Interactive Brokers. Those are all the other brokerages that you can use to day trade. Charles Schwab. But understand, as a day trader, you are taxed on that money. Basically, you have to pay on it on a daily basis. But we pay our taxes every 3 months. You can pay it once a year. But just know, when you make this money, you got to pay taxes on it. So now, at the top, once we get here, we choose a date. Just because we day trade, I always normally, if I enter a trade before 10 a.m., I do the same day expiration. Expiration is when the contract expires. You do not own the stock when you're day trading. Remember this. It's like you have a right. You just kind of borrow the stock, okay? You don't own it. You own it when you purchase a share. You become a shareholder. And I'll teach you how to buy those on another day. Because that's how we made our money, guys. But let me tell you what we had to do. We had to learn how to grow it too. So once you're making this fast money, you want to put your money back in the stock market in long-term plays. You want to buy Google. You want to buy Meta, Apple, ETFs, REITs, real estate, commercial real estate stocks. That's where you want to put your funds as you're making your money. But let me teach you how to make it first, all right? So I normally do same day expiration if I enter a play before 10 a.m. If it's after 10 a.m., I do the next day. So as you can see, the next day, right now we got July 7th, so the next day will be July 8th. So let's just do July 8th, and now it should look like this. Click July 8th at the top. If you're lost, let me know you're lost. We're doing the SPY, S&P 500. Google it. One of the best ETFs you can have, invest in, and trade. This stock normally moves anywhere from $2 to $5 a day. Remember what I said about that $1? For every $1, it's $100. So if it moves $5, you make $500 per contract. These are your contracts right here to the right. These are the prices to the right in the green. So right now it may say $1.87, $2.38. You see that? You all see that, right? This is your contract. Now we need a contract that is $1 or less. Because what happens when you're day trading, you have the right to sell this contract, this stock, at a set price, right? For a certain amount of time. That one stock that you purchase from the owner allows you the right to 100 shares of that stock. That is why when you see $1.87, that is $100.87, because that's for 100 shares. Got it? If not, we'll go back over it more and more and more. This will not be my only live. I'll go live I'm going to do it a couple of times a week until you get it. All right. So let's find us a contract that says, Chase, can you find a contract under $100? Or right at 100? I see one. We're doing, let me help you too. I left out the important part. Right once you find your date, then you need to decide if you're going to do a call or a put, buy or sell. So just look at the calls or put. A call, guys, means the stock is going up. Put means it's going down. Got it? Call is up, put is down. Call is green. Call also means long. So call means up, green, long. Got it? Put means down, red, short. What's another one, baby?
Bull.
That's right. I forgot about that. Bull and bear. Bulls fight like this, so it's going up. Bears fight like that, it comes down. So when they say it's a bullish market, a bearish market, if it's a bearish market, that means the market's coming down. As a day trader, we make money both ways. You just need to know which way the market is going. Same amount, you make the money the same way, right? You just want to be on the right side of the trade. So 6.3, let me see, 6, yes, that's perfect. The 6.30 one is a perfect contract to enter. That is 76 cents, but it's actually $76. Got it? So now we're going to enter we're just doing this blind. Normally we would not enter a contract unless we were looking at our charts. The charts tell us what to do. The money is in the charts. So we'll come back and do charts. We'll do charts tomorrow. If y'all want it to, let me know. Let's do Monday. We'll do charts. No, I want to do it tomorrow because some of y'all might be able to trade on Monday. So let's do charts tomorrow. But yes, Chase, that $630 call would be a perfect position to get into because that is $76. Now, I would choose the one that's $629 because that's $106. But you did exactly what I told you to do. Find one that was $1 or less. So now we're going to click on this. I want you to hit I'm going to show you two things. I'm going to show you what it looks like to enter, and I'm going to show you how to do a paper trade. A paper trade is fake, right? But it helps you. You want a paper trade for about 3 days. Once I show you this technique, you want to make sure you know what you're doing, okay? So now let's enter this position fake because the market is closed. You can't do it, but let's go. We're going to click on the 76-cent contract, which is really $76. Hit the plus sign within that green bubble. Once you hit that plus sign, hopefully you can see that. See it? Okay, once you hit the plus sign, you will enter the amount of contracts. Right now, we're going to do one. But let's just imagine if you're going to do 30, right? Let's type in 30, for example. Now, when you type in 30 contracts, you see the price changes. The estimated cost changes. So it went from $76 to $2,281. Well, if you had $2,000 or $5,000 in your brokerage account and you wanted to enter this contract, you're going to leverage. This is called leveraging. That means I'm going to put up $2,200 of my own money in order to make a certain amount of money. Got it? Also, with these contracts, if you have multiple contracts, like more than one, you can, for instance, we teach you how to get 5% a day. Say you had 10 contracts. As soon as you make 5%, you can sell off 8, right? And keep 2 in the play. We call those runners. Sometimes you can let a runner run, and a run, you've already made your money, right? You made your profit with the 8. Let the runner run. And when it turns around and drops back below where you don't need it to be in the negative zone, you just sell it. But now that runner, sometimes I've had a runner go up 300%. Like I got in and got 5% early. 5% takes 30 seconds, 1 minute. That's how fast you get your 5%. But that runner ran the whole day. That was amazing. And it didn't really hurt me because I already made profit. So that's if you're doing multiple contracts. Right now, I just want you guys, don't get greedy. I want you to do one contract. Now, you can break this down, Chase, where that was $76. You could do 2 contracts, but you'll just have to get less expensive contracts. So let's go back and find a contract that's about $40 or $45. And I'm going to show you how you could do 2. So let's go back out of here. And let me find one that is, it's not letting it, it's not populating. Yeah, I see that. So maybe when the market is open, you'll be able to see it a lot better. So what I'm going to do on Monday too, I'll come on and do a live while the market is open so you guys can do this in real time. You good with that? You want to do that on Monday? Like 11 o'clock Monday? If you want to do it, let me know. I'll show back up at 11 o'clock on Monday. But generally, you can do multiple contracts if it's still with your $100. You can find contracts for $26 and do 3. And now you can sell off 2 when it gets to 5% and let that other one run. Got it? That's game. Now, let's do a paper trade. Well, I need to go back and show y'all how to get in this trade. It's simple. Once you get in here, you click one contract. It's going to tell you how much you owe. You'll hit review. It'll look like that. And then it'll just confirm that, hey, you want this one contract for $76. And you'll swipe up. Okay? So we're going to get out of there because I don't want to do that. We're going to X out of here. Now, to enter a paper trade, you're simply going to go in that same trade at $76. And you want to hit the middle part of the screen, the black part. Just hit the black part of the screen, not the green. You see what happens? Looks totally different. This is a paper trade. This is not your money you're using when you do a paper trade. All right? I want to explain something to you about this paper trade. I want you to look down. Now, I want you to go to the Greeks. Scroll up. Let me know when you see the Greeks. You see it? Greeks. Now, I want you to look at the delta and theta. Delta versus theta. Write this down. This is going to become very important when you start leveraging more money. See, right now, $100 is not a lot. But when you start leveraging $15,000, $5,000, even $2,500, you want your delta to be 50, 0.50 or higher. Write that down. That determines how much money you make. Got it? So let me explain to you. You want to deduct the delta from the theta. I don't care if it don't have to make it. It's not going to make sense. But that 22 delta right now versus this 29 theta, you'll basically make $7 for every dollar that this stock moves in your direction. Because what we call this, you're out of the money. You are out of the money. They call it OTM. Out of the money. When your play is out of the money, that means number one, it's a cheaper contract. Nothing's wrong with cheap contracts, because you can have $2,000 and get 200 contracts, and so you're doing pretty good then. But what happens when you're out of the money? It takes longer for you to make $100. Whether if you get in the money is when you right there at the share price. So the share price of the stock right now, S&P 500 is, you got it pulled up, babe? How much is SPY today? Well, not today, but yesterday.
It is
Does anybody know the price of SPY?
$628.
Okay, $628. Let me explain to you.
$625.
Okay, $625. If you're out of the money, your contract will look like this. $625. You may get a contract that is, if we think it's going up. So let's say we think it's going to go to $630 and it's $625. Your contract, you might have a contract that's have you at, oh God, what you think, Trent?
Closest one is at $660.
$660. So you're like, oh God, the stock got to get to $660 before I start making money. No. It has to get to $660 before you start making that $100 per contract. But because of this delta and theta, you're going to make money as long as it goes in your direction. It's not going to be that $100. And we're cool with that, because you want to get in and out anyway. You only want 5% a day. You want 5% a day, and if it doesn't go in your direction, you want to get out at negative 2.5. That's the key. You want to get out of that position at negative 2.5. You want to take your profit at positive 5%. Write it down. Don't deviate. Don't try to chase. Don't run after this. Don't run after this market. It's going to catch you and choke you. It's going to beat you down, and you're going to quit, and you're going to think, this is not going to work. Yes, it does work. We out here making money every day. It works. Patience work. So just remember, get 5% a day. Build it. You have nothing else going on right now. You could sit down for 1 year and make $500,000. Can't you? And then you take that money from that $500,000 and buy you a business, a business that's creating income. We own truck parking lots. So you take that money and put it there, put the other one in the market long term, right? Put your money in a high yield savings account. Draw that 4.5 or 5% a year off of your savings for your expenses. And then you want a couple of ETFs and REITs. That's going to pay you anywhere, average about 20%, 28% annually. And now you're back to just day trading again. Simple life, right? So let's get the $500,000, then I can show you how to really get to the big money. So back over here, delta and theta. So whenever you enter a contract, it's not as important right now, but trust me, when you start leveraging about, I would say, what'd you say, honey, Coach? $2,000? When you start leveraging about $2,000, make sure your delta is 50 or more. I like it 70. I like it 80. I like it high. But 50 or more delta, that means the stock is going in your position, not your direction. The trade is going in your direction, and it should go up, 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 up. Right? So just kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, when you want to enter a paper trade, you'll hit watch list, and it added it. And once it added it, you open up your position, and you can see it right here. Just scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Right here. Oh, man. It tells you your position. You see it? You got it, Chase? I'm saying Chase because I remember he was the first one that came in on the live, and like I see Teresa. I don't have my glasses on, but they right here. Arletta, put your glasses on. So right here, and just so y'all know, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Arletta. I'm Arletta. My husband and I, we have a business called We Grow Money, where we teach people how to day trade on Mondays. On Wednesdays and Sundays, live here in Atlanta. We're doing it just to help folks out, but we have made a couple of $1 million day trading, and we learn 50 and up. My husband's 60 now, 61. So if we can learn how to day trade and retire, and was able to retire, I was able to retire him. So you can do it, right? You can do. Oh, good. You see it. Okay, great. Okay, so now that you see this is going to tell you how you're making your money when you're in this play actively. Now, what you can do. Where expiration date? What you can do, if you can leave it and not get out this position and just see how it's going to show you Monday when the market opens. Now, we just did this in the blind. We didn't look at no charts or anything, so I'm not guaranteeing, but at least you'll be live and you'll see your play. It'll show that your total return. Look where it says total return. Where it says total return, that is where you look for your money. It'll show you your percentage. It'll say you're up 2%, 8%, 12%. Anything over 5, I want you to get out. Get out the play. And you can just easily get out. Just go up and hit the X, and then hit remove from watch list. And once you remove it from the watch list, you're out. But remember, screenshot it for me, if anything else, because I want to make sure you guys know what you're doing. I want you to be comfortable with it. Now, you're not going to know anything yet, okay? Because I haven't taught you the strategy. I need to show you the strategy, but I can't show you guys the strategy until you get your charts. I want you to get your charts from a couple of places. We use Thinkorswim through Charles Schwab. That's a brokerage. Some people use Webull, Webull. Some people use Interactive Brokers, IBK. Who else are these? TradingView. TradingView is awesome for charting, but what happens, you have to have an account to link it to. So normally with TradingView, you can't trade with TradingView, but you have to link a secondary account. Robinhood does not link to TradingView, but Webull does, Interactive Brokers does, and quite a few more. But I will tell you, IBK, if you knew, don't go there. Yeah, Thinkorswim. Oh, you have Thinkorswim? Great. Oh, Chase, you're ready. Chase, you're ready if you have Thinkorswim already. Where you can set your charts up. Does anyone else have Thinkorswim? Does anyone have Thinkorswim? Because if so, I want to show you something on the charts. Any questions so far? And I just started because I don't know where everybody is as far as trading, but I want you to know this is how we make our money. So basically, we get 5% a day. We trade the S&P 500. We use the ORB strategy, open range breakout. What that means, we wait for the first 15 minutes that the market is open, right? We wait for the breakout. And we draw a line. You draw a line at the top of the candlestick. The market have candlesticks. The charts. You want to draw a line at the top of the candlestick, the wick. They have wicks. They have a body and a wick. I'll show you. Y'all want me to show you that too? Y'all know what that is. I don't know how to set up the charts. Great. Okay. I can show you how to set up charts. We'll do that. Let's do charts tomorrow. Is that cool? So anybody that's on this live, if you can go ahead and download Thinkorswim desktop version. You have to go through Charles Schwab. Now you don't have to fund that account. Just open it up and don't say you're trying to day trade. Just say you just want an individual brokerage account. All right, open it up, and then once you open that up, you go from there on their home screen, type in Thinkorswim, and download Thinkorswim desktop. Once you do that, then come back to me so I can show you how to set up your chart tomorrow. What, baby? Chase, Coach Trent said, do you want to set your charts up today? Well, we have more people on the live, but I don't know how. Yeah. So Coach Trent said he can show you today. If your chart is already, if you have Thinkorswim already, in this chat, let us know. We will show you how to set up your charts right now. If you do not have it, but you do have TradingView, we can still teach you what to look for. So with the orb, you want the first 50, you wait the first 15 minutes. Yes, you can make money the first 30 seconds that the market is open. I do it a lot too, but I'm telling you how, this is A+ setups. High probability. We take away, right now I've had 7 losing trades since January. No, 8. I had 8. 8 losing trades since January. Trent, my husband, Coach Trent, has only had 3. Because we just keep it simple. We get in and get out. We get in and get out. We get in and get out. Every day, 5%, 5%, 5%. Okay. So, back over here. The candlestick. So, you draw your line at the top. Draw your line at the bottom of the candlestick. The wick. That is the high and low of 15. First 15 minutes. You wait for a breakout. Breakout is when the stock decides that it's going to break above that line or break below. All right? Once it breaks above or below, I want you to look at that candle. That candle needs to be 50% above. Now, I can show you, once I get better at this, I can show you guys on my, I got to learn how to do that so you can look at my computer. But once that candle breaks 50% above the line on the 15-minute time frame, I want you now to go back to a 1-minute time frame. I'm going to show you. This sounds like Greek. I'm going to go over this over and over and over until you get it. To decide your position when you're going to get in. But it's already telling you that it's going in your direction. So when it breaks above the 50%, that 50% above the line or 50% below, go in that direction. If it's going down and it breaks down, you do a put. If it does that and goes up, you play a call. Don't overthink it. Get in. Don't worry about if it pulls back a little bit. Don't worry about it. If it goes below your 2.5, 2.8%, go and cut the play. Cut the play. Do 1 play a day. 1 play. If you enter a play and you lose, it's a losing trade, come back the next day. Because I guarantee your second one is going to be a losing one. And then you get frustrated and quit. If your first trade, you're up positive, don't get happy and want to trade again. That's greed. Get out. The market will snatch that money back from you. Okay? Something about, I'm finished with my mom. Okay. No, we could just do it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Coach Trent, we're just going to do it tomorrow. We'll set up a time tomorrow. And that way we'll be ready. Thanks anyway, Chase. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll set the same time. Let's do like noon. Tomorrow at noon, if you want to learn how to set up your charts, you need your charts before you enter a position. You have to have your charts. You need your phone. The phone is where you're actually going to enter your play. The chart is what you're going to look at on your laptop so that you can determine your position of getting in the stop. All right? So I think I got it. So we trade the orb. We use SPY. We get how much a day? What's the profit level? Anybody knows when I said how much you're supposed to get a day? Can you drop down in the chat? Let me know. Make sure we're on the right page. 5% a day. You get out at negative what? 2.5%. I'm teaching you something that's going to save you money. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you frustration. I think I got that. Yep. Any other questions? Okay, so tomorrow at noon, we are going to show you how to set up your charts. So I'll give you a preview of how your charts look. First, I want to show you how it looks here. On Robinhood, this is called a line chart. The S&P 500. These little squiggly lines, it's a line chart. I'm going to give you a tip. I want you to write the letter M and write the letter W. Next to the letter M, I want you to write double top. Really, baby? And then next to the letter W, I want you to write double bottom. Now, when you look at this line chart, I want you to study. This is your homework. Homework. When you look at this chart, and here on this chart, you can go back. Right now, we're on 1 day, and then you have 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. You can go back. All right, so let's go back. Let's see, 1 month. You can click on 1 month, and it'll show you what the SPY was doing for the entire month. You can push your finger down on it and kind of go, oops, sorry. It'll go, the dates will move. If you press down on it, the dates move like that. You got it? So let's just go back to one day. So everywhere that you see a W, a double bottom, guess what happens to the market? It goes up. When you see a double top, a M, guess what it does? When it makes those 2 points at the top, M is going down. That's a cheat code. That's another, now you see it. So if you're looking on a line chart and you see it's a double bottom, you know it's going up. Don't be in a put. Don't be in a put. You want to, if you're in a put, you want to get out because the market's going up on you. If you see a double top and you're in a call, you might need to exit. It's going down. Go back on your chart, and I want you to look everywhere that you can see and find a little M. You'll see it goes down. Give you a few minutes. Just look at your line chart on the S&P 500 on Robinhood. Type in SPY in your search bar and go to it. That's your line chart. Everywhere you see a W, and that doesn't have to be a perfect W. That means that you see it, yeah, 5%. That's right, Chase. That's 5%. Yeah, it goes up. And when it makes that double top, it goes down. Got it? So that's another one that I just gave you. So you learned about the orb today. The orb is open range breakout. First 15 minutes that the market is open. Market opens from 9:30 to 3:30 that we can trade. We don't trade after 11:30. I'm out. We don't even go. We like it when the volume is high. So open range breakout, 50% above the line, 50% below. That lets you know your direction. And on tomorrow, when we set up the charts, we're going to give you guys some examples. I'm going to take you back and let you back test. Back test is when you go back left. The charts, when you're in a play, you look right. But when you're trying to decide what you need to do, you look left. You go backwards. You have to go in the history of the chart, of the actual stock to see where it's going. The stocks always retrace themselves. They look for new highs, but they also come back down and trace. They do it week by week, day by day, month by month. So yes, tomorrow should be interesting. Tomorrow at noon should be great. We're going to go live. We're going live again. We're going to get into the charts. We're going to help you set up your charts and draw all of your indicators and lines. You don't need a lot of indicators. We keep it real simple here. Very simple. We're going to teach you about pre-market high, pre-market low. We're going to teach you what to look for. So you might be ready to go on Monday. I don't know. But if not, I'm going to continue to go live here and teach people until y'all get it, man. I want y'all to get this. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Any other questions? You feel like you learned something today? Let me know if you feel like you learned anything about the market that you did not know. You learned what a call, you learned what a put is, you understand the S&P 500, why we chose the S&P 500. You learned about the open range breakout. We talked about brokerage accounts, the different types of brokerage accounts. And you learned what a double top and a double bottom. Y'all learned a lot. You learned what a theta and delta was and what open in the money and out of the money contracts. You learn what a contract is. And you also learn how to paper trade and get in the trade. So yeah, I think it was a very good live. And it was free. So yep, double top, double bottom. Very good, Chase. So if you see a double top, does that mean the market is going up or down? And if you see a double bottom, what does that mean the market is doing? Okay. Okay, so the way you simplified it is all so fast. My knowledge will only have. Thank you. I appreciate that. Baked cupcake. I like the way you know what? I appreciate that. That's right, Chase Down. I try to keep it simple because people made it so hard. Y'all don't understand. I was already old, and then that's right, Chase. And they were talking too fast. They were charging me all kind of crazy amounts of money. I think I spent $42,000 trying to learn how to trade between paying for classes and losing money. So if I tell y'all can do this and hang in there with your $100, you can do it. You can do it. I'm going to make sure it's plain and clear. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. The biggest part is you managing your emotions. If you can, the market's going to teach you everything about yourself. It's going to you're going to learn that you're greedy. You're going to learn that you're impatient. You're going to learn that you are selfish. It's going to teach you a lot about yourself, and it's actually going to make you a better human. You're going to be so much better with money. You're going to be so much better with your time and being patient and learning a lot. So enjoy this ride. Enjoy this ride. Don't rush it. Don't put a lot. I promise you, no more than $100. No more than $100. Just learn how to double up. Learn how to get in the market every day. And some days you're going to make 8%. Some days you're going to make 15%. Because if you're in the A+ setup, it just starts rolling sometimes. You have to keep yourself from being greedy. But what happens, it also balances out, because some days you may have a losing trade here and there. And so by the end of the 20 trading days, it's only 20 trading days in a month. That's why we say 20 days. You'll still be at 100% return. We just want you to get 100% return a month, and you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, everybody on this live can do it. And I'm going to make sure you get there. If you have any questions, I'm always here to just chat and come back and see me. But I think we're going at about 40 minutes. That's kind of long, I think. But I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon. Have your laptops, get your charts together. Now, let me tell you, if you try to sign up for Charles Schwab, it takes 24 hours. So go ahead and do it today so they can approve you by tomorrow. It doesn't take long. I mean, they used to do it same day. I don't know why they'd make you wait 24 hours now. Make sure your what we got? Not the Robinhood is approved for trading options. And you'll know that because it'll say trade here, not buy. If you have Robinhood and your Robinhood says buy, when you pull up SPY, then you're not approved for options. And that will be another live I can walk you through. If you need that, just let me know. At least, if we get at least 10 or 15 people on here that needs it, I can walk y'all through it. What, honey?
If they need hands-on, do class.
Let me finish. Yeah, I'm trying to tell me how to do it. Anyway, we're going to make sure we come back and see y'all tomorrow at noon. Have your Robinhood set up. Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim, again, is through Charles Schwab. Sign up. Get in today. And I got my chart, so to show y'all how this money adds up. The 5%, it's just compounding. Any other questions? I'll give you a few minutes if you have any questions. If not, I'll be ending this live, and I'll see you guys later. And I also post a lot of tips and things during the day too, throughout the day, just about budgeting and money and stocks and just cool stuff. So I appreciate everybody on the live. I really do. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. Any other questions? Okay, so if there are no questions, I don't know if this is... I'm going to see y'all tomorrow at noon. Again, this is Arletta, the Friendly Trader, and Coach Harris with Coach and Coach Harris. And, yeah, we'll be back to teach y'all how to turn $100 into $400,000, $500,000. Okay, thanks. Bye.